What is up, everyone, and welcome to the final saga of our epic reactions. We are up to Ithica, and I am here, as always, with the gorgeous Panda.
Hey guys, how's it going?
So, we are so pumped for this. It has been a minute, and we apologize that there has been such a gap between the end of our Vengeance Saga and the start of Ithica. I went on a big 40-day trip across America. Life has gotten so in the way since I've gotten back, but we are back, we are here, we are ready to go and find out how this story ends, because this has been such a journey.
Yeah.
Uh,
Oh yeah.
I feel
I'm
like
so glad we got to go. We got to get this in front of us because wow.
big time, big time. It has been such an incredible thing. And I saw it's literally now starting to take over my TikTok as well. I literally saw a TikTok the other day where it was like, Netflix, give this man money. And I don't know how
Oh
they're
yeah.
not. When you look at the kind of following this has amassed just on
Mm-hmm.
YouTube, just as a kind of amateur
Yep.
project. Because like, and that's not an insult to the thing calling it amateur.
No, no.
I'm saying it as the biggest compliment that this is not done with a Hollywood budget. Imagine if
Oh
it
yeah.
was. It'd be nuts. We need like has been hotel and hell of a boss level of support for this project so that it gets picked up and made to be everywhere.
Yes, absolutely.
But that's beyond the point. We are going to get into the challenge. The last song ended in a way that was bonkers. We
Mm-hmm.
whooped Poseidon's butt, and now we're finally making our way to Ithaca. We think so. It would
We
be
think.
well, it would be so crazy if this started off with the way the last one ended, and then Poseidon's giving him some kind of challenge, and we're not actually going to get there because every time it's been a tease to stop us from getting there.
I'm hoping he's a little too wounded to really pay attention. Um,
Yeah.
but yeah, we chose Annie Flamma for
Yes.
the it's been a while since we did one from them, but basically what I did was, y'all, I wrote a bunch of stuff down and I went and I checked the comments, and you guys suggested so many. I had to tally up which one had the most votes.
Just a reminder
So
for
thank you
those.
so much for that.
Yep, and just a reminder for those watching, we film these sagas in bulk. We are doing the entire Ithica saga in one sitting right now. That's why our outfits won't change between videos. And what that basically means is that I know you guys love to put in the comments, you should have done this reaction, or for the next song, do this reaction. Unfortunately, we'll have already filmed them by the time these go on YouTube, but we are looking at the idea of going back and watching different songs from different sagas with different animatics than what we've already seen, to compare the animatics and to see what you guys wanted us to see. So if you have a favorite animatic that we didn't check it out, leave that in the comment from any saga, and we can look at possibly checking some of those out. But for now, we've waffled on for long enough. Let's get into this. This is
Okay.
the challenge, the first song of the Ithica Saga, the final saga of Epic the Musical. Let's go.
Let's go.
I'm supposed to choose a suitor to wear the crown.
Huh?
I said I would choose as soon as I weave this shroud. They don't know that every night I unthread all the work I've done. 'Cause I'd rather lie than allow them to think they've won the
Yo. First of all,
Hey.
first song by her. I'm not sure who the
Yes,
voice actress is, but she's incredible.
Oh, I love the rich huskiness in her voice. We
Yeah.
we see a teeny bit of it, like, in some of the others, but no, this is the first time she really gets to shine, and I
Yeah,
love that.
gets to properly sang. And
Mhm.
I adore the fact you can tell that this is the Odyssey. This is an older story,
Mhm.
and
Mhm.
it's got all the vibes. And I know that this is even way before this kind of thing, but it's got all the vibes of
Right.
what Disney used to do in their early Disney stuff, of just the most kind of old-fashioned stereotypical female thing that the plot's based around, in terms of, oh yes, I'll choose a husband, but first I have to finish weaving this beautiful tapestry, or whatever it is she's
Yeah, yeah.
weaving, this rug that I'm weaving. But each night I
Yeah.
just unthread it so I don't have to They must just think you're a terrible weaver
Right.
at this point. But it's just
Right,
such
and Disney obviously got that from Homer because, like, you know, like
yeah,
I say, all these guys, they're trying to hold him off. Smart woman though.
yeah,
Say, okay,
hell
I've
of a
got to finish
smart
that.
woman.
I gotta mourn my husband. You know, I gotta finish his burial shroud, even though it's no body or whatever. But they just don't know that I'm not as slow as as I seem.
Exactly, exactly. And yo, I love the fact that since back here, we've had these stories of women just doing freaking genius thing to
Uh
outsmart
huh.
these dumb oaf of men. And yet somehow guys in 2025 are still being like, yeah, well, men are just a superior species, you know. Bro, you've been outsmarted since day one. You've been outsmarted since Homer. Don't even go there. So yeah, I already love that she's being smart enough to do this and just absolutely trolling them in this way. All right, let's keep going.
I know.
'Cause I'd rather lie than allow them to think they've won. Though I never thought that I'd resort to this. Just know I'll be here. But I don't know how much longer I'll last since we saw that storm. And though it was so close to our kingdom, it was far from the norm.
Huh.
Unless, oh, could it be some kind of sign that my world is all about to change?
Yo, so much has happened.
Wow.
Okay.
Right.
First of all, the storm. That was obviously him fighting Poseidon, right?
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. I mean, like, that was the really close one because he was just, I think, offshore when
Yeah.
Poseidon popped up.
Yep, exactly. And so that's obviously him arriving. So hopefully she's not going to make any rash decisions now when he's like just off the coast and about to get there. You'd think he's like a day away or that.
No.
But I
Well-
want to go way back because pretty much we're going to listen to pretty much that whole section again because almost as soon as we unpause, she hit this note that
Yes.
was absolutely like stunning, incredible.
And
New
I
fan,
don't
by the way.
hear, and I. Oh, nice. Yes, we gotta hold on. I'll bring mine out. Yep. I don't feel like it's something that it seems more effortless than a lot that I've heard, but you can still hear the emotion in here. She is tired.
That's what it is.
She's
And
running out of. Yeah.
the other thing I was going to comment on is Annie's done such a fantastic job in this first part of the animatic of showing how tired she looks.
Mhm.
Like, my girl looks exhausted. And then they go through the making her look pretty and making her look strong so she can't show this version of herself to all the men out there. But she looks
Right.
exhausted here. And that note of this sweet, nice high note that just has this breaking underneath it just portrayed that so well vocally. I want to pause and comment on one more thing as we go through, but we'll keep going.
Okay.
But I don't know how much longer.
There, right there. Okay, first of all, I missed the high note. I apologize, I didn't go back far enough. But right there, I know logically that this was just old-fashioned hair and how they used to do old-fashioned hair. But just right there, I'm getting so Medusa vibes from this artwork. And I know it's not intentional. I know there's nothing to do with the Odyssey at all. But I just had to comment on it because I'm looking at that going, oh my God. And he could draw the most incredible Medusa.
Oh yeah, I'd love to see that.
Yeah. Can we get so many more stories like this, by the way? Just turn all old Greek myths into musicals. I want the Minotaur and the Labyrinth. I want Medusa, the whole 9 yards. Either way, yeah, we'll keep going.
Since we saw that storm. And though it was so close to our kingdom, it was far from the norm. Unless, oh, could it be some kind of sign that my world is all about to change? Is it finally time for the challenge I arranged? Though I never
Oh, that's right.
would come to this. Just know I'll be here buying you time. Buying you time.
Jeez.
Whoever can string my husband's own bow and shoot through 12 axes cleanly will be the new king. Sit down at the throne and rule with me as his queen.
So, two things. I knew about this challenge and I still forgot that was what this song was going to be about.
Yeah.
I knew this was a thing, and I think you might have mentioned it to me one time ages ago, that there was a thing that she did like this, and I'd completely forgotten it. But can I just say the pure badassery of the fact that before she ever takes the bow out to the men, she strings her herself.
She strings it. Yes, I saw that. Oh, like, damn, girl. Damn.
She's basically sitting there saying, I don't know about shooting through the arrowheads, but she's basically saying, you need to at least be able to do what I can do if you want to rule on this throne.
Right. Well, and it also, like, I think, stringing the bow, I guess that means it's meant to be really difficult. It's supposed to be a really strong one, right? Well, she can do it. So that means the only reason she hasn't kicked all her asses is she's just outnumbered.
So I think there's two parts to this, and you'll correct me in the comments if I'm wrong, if you're a big history buff and a big Odyssey buff. But from my understanding, I think I saw a TikTok on it originally. Either way, I believe that there is multiple different kinds of bows. And this particular one, you can see even in the way that Annie's done the animatic for this, okay? When we come back to the part... Yeah, when we come back to the part where she's stringing the bow, she's got it. So you have to have your leg wrapped around it in a very particular way, because otherwise, as you're pulling the string up, the bow keeps spinning around and you can't get the string to go on it properly. You have to use the ground as leverage, wrap your leg around it, and then string it. There's a archer guy who does like archery pole dancing and everything on TikTok that I've seen a video about this. So apparently they are a particularly hard bow to string unless you know what you're doing. So it's not just that she's strong enough to do it. She's smart enough and understands enough to do it. So she's testing them in a whole bunch of different ways. And at the same time, probably also knows if she's seen their weaponry lying around, they probably won't know how to do it. So it's just another trick like the weaving. I love the intelligence that's put in there. Those big notes and the mouths that come up on the screen. First of all, her vocals are stunning. The way this whole section picks up with the chanting just is so awesome. But from the animatic point, there's just the darkness with the white mouths.
Yes.
So unsettling.
It really does make them a little more monstrous in terms of predators coming after her.
Absolutely. Right? The choice is...
But her big...
Oh, there you go.
Sorry, go ahead. Her big notes, like you're talking about, and the chanting in the background. I love the audio mixing to where she is clearly belting it out, but they are almost overpowering, and both sides are fighting for dominance in the sound, and so it really brings home the fact that she is giving it all she's got, but there's still, too much.
Yeah, and she is this standalone voice, whereas they are an army chanting, they're a group chanting, and it just enforces the fact that she's outnumbered. But with the mouths, the choice to have it be that, like, when you look at those mouths, if I can get up on the screen here, it was up before. There we go. I had it. Okay, let's just... There we go. The way that's done, nearly no lips, a little chin to indicate this is a mouth, all teeth. It's not, if this was mouths with lips on them or anything like that, you might think they're used for talking. You might think they're used for, trying to persuade her or convince her. These are teeth. These are predatory. These are to devour her, to attack her. She knows this is a threat. And I love that choice animatically to the way the mouths have drawn have thought in it. That's incredible.
Yes.
All right, let's keep going. Oh. Yeah, and the tongue and the drooling as well. Sorry, I couldn't let that go past. We're talking about the teeth. The tongue and the drooling is just another. Yep.
Yeah.
Can string my husband's own bow and shoot through 12 axes cleanly will be the new king. Sit down at the throne and rule with me as his queen. Let the once you know that your aim is true. 'Cause I'd
Ooh.
rather die than grow old without the best of you. Though
Damn.
I never thought that these would be the lengths we go for love. I would not have it any other way. And though I never thought that it
Oh,
would.
wait.
Did you see that? Yeah, I think we both saw the same thing.
I thought that was asshole guy that had been beating up the kid.
Mhm.
That's Odysseus.
Or at least the specter of him. I don't know if he's actually shown up yet, but yeah, no, like
Oh no, I reckon he's there. I reckon he's snuck in. He's like surveying the land, working out what's happened in his home since he was gone,
yeah.
and now realizes all this is going on. Oh my god, this is gonna be nuts. Okay.
Like this, just know I'll be here waiting,
Oh.
waiting, waiting,
Oh.
waiting, waiting, oh.
Stunning note there. But
Gorgeous.
how incredibly well this animatic is done. Like,
Mm-hmm.
to have taken those waiting beats and use it in that way and just add that so much more emotion to it and break your heart right at the end there. I think there's still a
Yes.
little bit more of this video. I'm going to check, but I know it's just like an outro. Thanks for watching with a cool art piece that comes up. But yeah, in terms of the wait, like, oh my gosh, that ending, it just broke my
Yeah.
heart.
I mean, because I mean, it hits harder because we've heard it in another context before, but it's one of those where that it just is so difficult whenever you send somebody off and you don't know when they're going to come back, whether it's for a job, whether it's to war, whatever, and you just can't. You're kind of you want to send them off. You're proud of them and everything like that, but you're so sad to have them leave, and you feel selfish. And I mean, there's so many emotions in that one scene in that one section of lyrics.
Yeah, and I genuinely feel like 90% of people in the modern day era, we can't even fathom what it was like, because even if you have a
Mm,
long-term relationship and they have to go to a different country for work or whatever,
right.
and even if they were going for a year, 2 years, like this was over 10 years. This was a long time by this point.
Yes.
And
Mhm.
that's without phone calls and FaceTime and text messages and even letters. They had no
Yeah.
contact for that amount of time. Like, this is a woman who is the epitome of stand by your man, because it's been that
Yeah.
long. For all she knows, he is long dead.
Sh-
But
Yeah, she literally has no way of knowing one way or the other.
exactly. So yeah, it's a whole nother level of heartbreak that we can't even imagine these days. But
Mhm.
just in general, this was absolutely an awesome start to this saga.
Oh yeah. Oh
We've
yeah.
set up for whatever is coming next, because now we have this challenge laid out. We have possibly, I believe, like I said, the sad eyes that those red eyes turned into. That couldn't be any of
Mhm.
the other men. That's got to be Odysseus. So he's literally
Right.
standing there hearing this challenge and hearing her say that this is the length she'll go to for love, and it's probably broken his heart a little bit.
Yeah. Well, there's several things we're trying to start to wrap up. It's like, okay, what's happening with Penelope and now this challenge?
Yeah,
What's Odysseus going to do?
yeah.
How is
And
Telemachus what's going with Telemachus?
I was about to say,
Are
like,
we
where's Telemachus in all this?
and where's Athena? What happened? Is she okay?
Yeah, yeah.
You remember that?
We have so many. Well, the thing is, I think we can assume Athena's okay because Odysseus was led off the island. So
Maybe. Yeah.
she's might be off licking a wound somewhere, but I don't think that she's completely in a bad place. But I'm curious to see if she
Right.
comes into this saga and how all our questions get answered. and what the situation with Telemachus is going to be. So yeah, we'll find out a lot of that in the next episode, the next reaction, which is going to be released onto Panda's channel. So check out her channel, subscribe to her, and see the next video release there. It will be released on my channel like a week later, or like basically a week and a bit later, just before I put out the reaction to the third one, so that they all end up in the playlist. But for the first access to it, go to Panda's channel. Also, if you want to support this video, please give us a like and a comment and subscribe to my channel. It helps out so much. Like I said, let us know in the comments. Let us know in the comments what reactions you would like to see us do and what things you'd like to see us check out. And subscribe, because it helps out the channel so much. I can't even begin to tell you. And check me out over on Patreon. Over there, I run weekly polls for the reactions I do here on the channel. I also do weekly TV show reactions, a monthly movie reaction, a monthly live stream, and at the highest tier, you can get a guaranteed reaction right here on the channel. So check all that out over on Patreon. Hannah and I will see you in the next epic reaction on her channel. Have yourself a fantastic day, night, morning, evening, afternoon, whatever time zone you're in, and I'll see you next time. Bye.